Hello. So today we're going to work on stretching the side body. So just come to sit in a nice, easy cross-legged position, resting the palms down onto the tops of the legs. Just inhaling, reaching the shoulders up to the ears, and then exhaling, release them back down. So inhaling, exhale, release. One more, inhaling, exhale, release the shoulders down, reach the arms up to the sky, join the hands together, point the index fingers up towards the ceiling, and just take a stretch over to the right and then to the left. One more each side, over to the left, right, sorry, and then over to the left. Come back to center, take the hands down by the sides, just changing the cross of the leg so the more awkward leg is in front, and then keeping the right hand down on the mat, reach the left arm up to the sky, inhaling, exhaling, reaching over to the right, keeping the side bones down on the mat, inhaling, lifting back to center, exhaling, side stretch, maybe shifting the right hand out a little bit further, lowering the forearm down to the mat if that's available to you. Sending the breath to the left side of the body, and then inhaling, reaching all the way back up. Dropping the left hand down, right arm reaches up to the sky, inhaling, exhaling, side stretch over to the left. Inhaling to come back up, moving the left hand a little bit further away and exhaling another side stretch, maybe lowering the forearm down, sending the breath to the right side of the body, and then inhaling, lifting all the way back up, rolling over the ankles or taking the knees to one side and then coming up to all fours. So just coming into our usual cat-cow stretches, so dropping the belly down, lifting the chest, lifting the tailbone, exhaling, rounding out the back. Inhaling, looking forwards, and then just shifting the hips to the right as you gaze towards the back of the mat, and then come back to center, rounding out the back for cat. And then coming back to cow. Again, just shifting the hips over to the left, gazing over the left shoulder. And then come back to center, rounding out the back. Exhaling, coming back to a neutral spine. So extending the right leg back behind you. And then placing that foot so it's flat on the mat, shifting the left foot back behind you, and then reaching the right arm out in front, coming into a version of gate pose. And then lifting the arm up to the sky, coming up to gate pose, placing the right hand onto the right leg, left arm up to the sky, reaching over towards the right. Lifting all the way back to center, windmill the arms down to the mat and come back to your all fours. So this time extending the left leg back behind you, lowering that foot down, shifting the right foot back, taking the left arm out in front, extending all the way from the fingertips down to the edge of the left foot, and then lifting the left arm up to the sky, taking the right hand away from the mat, coming into gate pose, left hand onto the left leg, right arm reaches up and over. Lifting back to center, Windmill the arms back down to the mat and coming back to your all fours position. So from all fours, just shifting the knees back a little bit, so it's a slightly longer all fours position, and then tuck the toes under, lift the knees away from the mat, coming into high plank, drawing in the belly, breathing in and out, and then drop both feet over to the left, reaching the right arm up to the sky. So feet can either be one in front of the other, or you can stack the feet, lifting the hips and then reaching that right arm towards the top of the mat. Lifting the arm back up, placing it down on the mat, coming back to plank, and then shifting over to the other side. So either stacking the feet one in front of the other, and then reaching the left arm up to the sky, or taking it towards the top of the mat, lifting the hips. Lower the left hand down, coming back to your plank position, and then drop the knees down, untuck the toes, take the hips all the way back to the heels, coming into child's pose. So sending the breath to the back and the sides of the body, and then start to walk the hands over to the right, placing the left hand on top of the right, shifting the hips over to the left, so feeling a deep stretch through the left side of the body. And then walking the hands back to center, taking them over to the left side, right hand on top of the left, shifting the hips over to the right. And then bring the hands back to center. Press down through the hands, lift up to all fours, tuck the toes under, send the hips up towards the sky, finding downward dog. Just giving the head a little shake, yes and no, pedaling out the feet, pressing one heel down and then the other. And then start to walk the feet up towards the hands at the top of the mat. Keeping the feet hip distance and then folding over the legs, taking opposite elbows. Take a little sway from side to side. Head and neck release. And then release the hands. Take the hands to the shins, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Place the hands onto the hips, press down through the feet, come all the way up to standing. So keeping the feet hip distance, release the hands down by the sides, and then cross the left foot behind the right, reach the arms up to the sky, and then take hold of the left wrist with the right hand and a side stretch over to the right. Lifting back to center, placing the left foot down, right foot crosses behind. Again, arms up to the sky, this time left hand onto the right wrist. Side stretch over to the left. And then lifting back to center, bringing the feet together, bringing the hands down, front of the heart center. So coming to the top of the mat, inhaling, reaching the arms up to the sky. As you exhale, folding forwards, taking the hands to the mat. Hands to shins, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. And then place the hands down, step the right foot back behind you, lower the right knee down to the mat, untuck the toes, Keep the right hand where it is, left arm reaches up to the sky. And then place the left hand on top of the left thigh and extend the right arm up to the ceiling. Inhaling, finding length through that right side, and then take a side stretch over to the left. Lifting back to center, placing the hands down either side of the front foot, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, and then lower the back foot down. Windmill the arms up and over, coming to warrior two, relaxing the shoulders, left foot pointing to the top of the mat, and then reverse the front palm, reverse the warrior. Inhaling, lifting back up, and then placing the left forearm onto the left thigh, right arm reaches up and over, extending the fingertips out to the side. Inhaling, lifting back up, straightening both legs, and then extend the left arm out to the left side, releasing the left hand down in front of the left leg, right arm up to the sky into Trikonasana. Press down through the feet, come all the way up to standing, and then spin the left toes 90 degrees. Take the right toes to 90 degrees, bending into that right knee, shoulders relaxed, warrior two on the other side. So reverse the front palm, reverse the warrior. And then windmill the arms either side of the front foot, turning onto the back toes and stepping the left foot to join the right. Hands to shins, lift the chest. Exhale, fold, and then reach the arms out to the sides. Take them up above the head as you inhale. Exhale, folding forwards, hands come down to the mat. Hands to shins, inhaling, half lift. Exhaling, hands come down, stepping the left leg back behind you, dropping the left knee down, untuck the toes, left hand stays down, right arm reaches up to the sky. And then place the right hand onto the right thigh, left arm extends up to the ceiling. Inhaling, and then as you exhale, side stretch over to the right. Inhaling, lifting back to center, and then placing the hands down either side of the front foot. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, lower the left foot down, and then windmill the arms up and over, warrior two. Reverse the front palm, reverse the warrior, right arm reaches up and back. And then coming back, warrior two. Placing the right forearm onto the right thigh, left arm reaches up to the sky, all the way over. Extending all the way down the left side of the body, and then pressing down through the feet. Come back, warrior two. Start to straighten the right leg, reaching the right arm out as far as you can, and then tilting the arms so right arm comes in front of the right leg or onto a block, left arm up to the sky. Pressing into the feet, come all the way up to standing, spinning the right toes 90 degrees, left toes out pointing to the top of the mat. Rebend the left knee. Reverse the front palm. Reverse the warrior. And then windmill the arms either side of the front foot, turning onto the back toes, and then stepping the back foot to join the front. Hands to shins, lift the chest as you inhale. Exhale, fold. Take the arms wide, reach them up above the head. And then exhaling, folding forwards, taking the hands down to the mat. Hands to shins, lift the chest. And then place the hands down. Step back into your downward dog. Just give the feet and the head another pedal and shake. And then release the knees down, untuck the toes, and take the hips all the way back to the heels into your child's pose. Sending the breath to both sides of the body. And then lifting all the way up onto the knees. Crossing the ankles, sitting back over the ankles and extending the legs in front, or just come down in another way so that you've got the legs out in front. And then separating the feet, so coming into a straddle. I'm going to move so that I do it along the long side of the mat. So feet are as wide as you can take them. And then taking the left hand across the body over to the right thigh. Sweep the right arm up to the sky as you inhale. And then exhale, side stretch over to the left. The fingers might come down to the toes, but don't worry if you're nowhere near. Just feeling that stretch in your own body. Inhaling, lifting all the way back up, switching to the other side so the right hand comes across the body, left arm extends up to the ceiling. Inhaling and then exhaling, side stretch over to the right. You can always place a hand onto the head. And then inhaling, come all the way back up to seated. Take the hands to the outside of the thighs and then draw the knees up as you draw the feet together, and bring the feet back to an easy cross-legged position. Release the right ear down towards the right shoulder, and then take the right hand, place it on top of the left side of the head towards the left ear. Just find a gentle stretch across the left side of the neck, maybe releasing the fingers down towards the mat. And then release, place the right hand down, lifting the head back to center, and then drop the left ear down towards the left shoulder. Left hand comes up, place it onto the side of the right head, onto the right ear. Bit of gentle pressure, and again maybe releasing the fingers down to the mat. Lifting the head back to center, releasing both hands down to the sides. Inhaling, take the arms up above the head, gazing up towards the fingertips, joining the palms together, and then exhaling, bringing the hands back to the heart center. Coming back to the breath, in and out through the nose. And then placing the thumbs, the prayer, to the space between the eyebrows, the third eye. Inhaling. And then as you exhale, bowing forwards. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me today. See you next time. Thank you.